Hello, everyone, and welcome to Knowledge is Power Podcast Live. And let's see here. I got everybody here. Yes, I missed her. She's off the screen again, but we're going to work it out again. Let's get Ray Lynn. I'm going to introduce everybody to Ray Lynn, who is going to be my new co-host on the Knowledge is Power Podcast. Hello, Ray.
Hey, how are you? Good to
Good,
see you
good,
today.
good. And Ray Lynn is joining us for the first time, so we're kind of going to work out our kinks on this show here. And our guest is going to be uh, Delena King with the African American ABC Books. And we had her on the screen and we lost her. So let's see if she's going to get back on here again with us again. So, Raylene, tell everybody about you.
Well, I am Raylene of Raylene Speaks, and I am an author, a speaker, and I just love speaking and sharing all the good news. And thank you so much for having me on here. I am truly excited about being a part of
All
this.
right, all
Yeah.
right, great, great, great. Raylene, she's going to be excellent for us. Yeah, I appreciate you joining me. And it was God's divine intervention to get us together. It
Yes,
really
indeed.
was. Yes,
Yes,
it was.
indeed.
And of course, we've got other things going on with Knowledge is Power podcast. So, by design, I always let you know that Knowledge is Power podcast live is now on Facebook and all the channels on Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Apple iTunes. Amazon Music is a new platform that's joined us in Google Play. So we're actually podcasting once a week on Sundays, and we've got the Thursday night roundtable that comes on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. with Chris Jones, the host of that. He talks about local news, local events, politics, and all the trash that goes on. He's got it all. He's got all the works. So that's on Thursday nights. Podcast, our Knowledge of Power Podcast Live is a platform to share important information by educating Southeast Texas African Americans communities with valuable information on health, education, finance, political, and business. Let's welcome our guest, Dr. Delaney King. Hello, Doc. Hello. Sit down on that one. Let's go to this one.
Yeah, there she
Okay.
go.
Hear me.
Oh, yeah, I
There you
got you another one.
go.
Okay, we'll put you on another one. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right, all right. We're good.
We
Excuse me.
good.
All right.
Yes,
Can
I,
you can you hear me good?
I hear you very well.
Here you
Yeah,
well.
Thank
matter of
you.
fact, let me
Thank
post.
you.
Matter of fact, let me post up your information here about what you're all about. How about that?
That's
Ah,
it.
Awesome.
that's
There,
awesome.
there I
There
Awesome.
you
go.
go.
Yes.
Yeah. Great
There I
book.
go. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Great one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, tell us about yourself, Dr. Delaney King.
Well, my name is Dr. Delena King, and I wrote the African American ABC book. I am originally from Vicksburg, Mississippi. I moved to St. Louis, and now I am in Beaumont, Texas.
Wow.
Yeah.
What get you to Beaumont,
That was
Texas?
to say, big old Beaumont.
Yes, it's a large city. My husband worked for Shell Oil, and as you
Mhm.
know, Motiva bought Shell Oil, which made us move to Beaumont, Texas.
Okay, that
Awesome.
answers the questions.
Hmm.
That's
That
it.
that's
Yes.
that answered our questions right there. Well, I'm glad to have you here in Beaumont. And
Thank you.
again, I was telling the Delaney that how we met. I met her on at our 50th Mass reunion, the Charlton Paul 50th Mass reunion at the hotel.
Yeah.
She's a vendor and selling books.
Awesome.
And I said, wow, I like you like to be on I invited her to be on the show. How about be on the show? I know it's a short notice. She said, sure. I said, what Sunday? Okay. So we ended up seeing each other the next few days and I stayed with her too. So I am so glad to have you with us. So tell us about the American African ABC books, written by Dr. Delaney King.
Yes, so the African American ABC book, it's not a traditional alphabet book. It's the alphabet with the African American twist. And I wanted to do something to, bring back my heritage, how I grew up, the words that my parents taught me growing up. And as
Hmm.
you know, this day and age is it's totally different.
Hmm.
So the African American ABC book is basically a point and say picture book that invites the little readers to explore the letters of the alphabet basically in a whole new way. So
Hmm.
as you turn the pages of this book, it is accompanied by an alphabet to promote not only memory, but reading readiness and observation skills for the child. So an educator can use this. We encourage parents and guardians and all those people just to come and help the little readers explore, like I said, this alphabet. So that's my goal and my plan, that when the little readers or someone get this book, that they can see themselves in this book. For example, if I have a person with braids, I have a person with, puffs, I have a person that's lost a tooth, I have biracial, I have a person with disabilities. So I wanted them to make sure that when they turn the pages that they saw themselves. If not them, then maybe someone that's similar to them or to a
There's
family member.
there's great diversity in the book. I mean, even though your title is African American, you show a lot of different diverse people, and that's very unique. And what made you go that route?
Well, I have a passion for kids and kids with disabilities because I was a
Mhm.
parent as teacher. So, as a parent as teacher in St. Louis, we started off training the parent how to be to training the mother how to be a parent. So, with that, I saw that a lot of the parents did not know how to be a
Mm,
parent. So, I wanted to, and then it was a lot of parents that did not um, the child was biracial, and
mm.
so they were not focusing on the African American culture. So
Got
I wanted to show diversity and show a positive representative of black and brown children in all cultures. So that's why I did what I did.
awesome.
Mhm.
So, how many books have you written?
Well, this is the first one,
Hmm.
but it will not be the last one.
Mm.
So my plan is to take the African American ABC book and also show the words in Spanish. I have a friend who asked me if I would do that because her child is biracial, and so she, wanted the child to learn the words in English and in Spanish. And also, I am trying to do something for the parents because the parents always ask me, well, what do you have for me? And I have the big coloring sheets, which it was geared towards the kids, but the parents are the ones that are actually taking the larger coloring sheets and coloring. So I'm thinking of doing a coloring book for the parents as well.
Okay, that is awesome. So now, how long has this book been available?
It's been available for about 2 years now.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I started during COVID. I started doing as much research that I could, and I wanted to make sure that I researched the words that the younger readers could understand, and also to learn and take further. I was a little bit, I got dinged on B is for black,
Mm.
but we can talk about black in several different ways. So I say, black is a color. You wear black clothes, but I also have that black power sign. So it's just
Right.
so it's something that the parents can talk about. So
Mhm.
I tried to put a little history in there with,
Mhm.
also with the, African American twist.
So did you get a problem with the B because we've changed from being black to African American, do you think?
Well, I I talked with a teacher, and she was explaining that they try not to use black, like, you are black, etc.
Okay.
So I tried to do it, but I wanted black in there.
Mhm.
So it just depends on the parent, it depends on the teacher, how they explain black.
Right. Makes sense. Yeah. There's some
The
great
talk
artwork in
it's
this
a
book as
talking
well.
point. Thank you. My
Mhm.
illustrator was Sophisticated Press.
Mhm.
She was the one that did the illustrations, as well as basically helped me put my book together, because I did not know what to do or how to do it. And I'm grateful for, Sophisticated Press and listening to me and trying to get my thoughts on paper. And
Mhm.
they truly helped me do that.
Awesome. It's really a beautiful book.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Well, right. Let's see here. Did I get my names right? Delaney. Oh, I'm sorry, Delaney. See,
Delena.
Delena. Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes. I would tear up a name in a minute.
That's right. That's all right.
Yeah, it was so great to meet you over the week, and I wish you all the success on it. Can you tell us how we can order, those that's listening or watching can order your books or make purchase of them? Give them information on that.
Okay. So you can go to my website, and it is my name, DelenaKing.com. And on there, you have everything you need to know how to purchase. And when you order from me, I personally autograph
Hmm.
every book. So
Mhm.
if, for example, if
Okay.
it's for your grandchild, your niece, nephew, then I write to them from you, whatever they call you, Papa, Granny, Nana, head Nana. I didn't understand that, but that's what they call them. So, but they can go to that. I'm on TikTok. I'm on all the social media. I'm also at Barnes and Noble, as well as Amazon and other, platforms that are on, that you're looking for a book. But again, if you go to my
Wow.
website, I autograph every book. And again, it's www.DELENAKING.com.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Raylan, is you have anything you want to ask?
I want to go
Let's.
into I did download it, and I'm one of those I gotta take a chance and learn a little bit more. I love the art is respect. Can
Hmm.
you give me why you went that way? I mean, because I'm from California,
Hmm.
and and so I saw the yes and no, ma'am, and
Hmm.
the and so why did you go that route for the R?
Well, ours respect to bring back what growing up. If we
Yes.
didn't say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes,
Hmm.
sir, we would get a shoe thrown at us. We
Yes.
get that look, and so I want to bring that back, because right now they do not say those words. They do
No.
not have that respect that we grew up with, or we had to have, that
Mhm,
we had to do. Mister, Mrs., yes, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
mhm.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, that's a simple one right there. They just look at you.
Right. Thank you. Those words,
Yeah.
you are welcome. Those are the
Uh-huh.
words that
Mhm,
I wanted to make sure that I brought back. And as well as my favorite one is the I am.
mhm. I am, yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Because when I go in and talk to the kids, I make them point at themselves to say, I am beautiful. I am smart. So we go over that several times, because I
Right,
want them to know that when you go home and you having a bad day, look in that mirror and point at yourself. Or somebody say something negative, you are special. And that's what
right.
I want them to know.
Yeah, that other people don't define them. You define who you are. I love that.
Right. And then,
Yeah.
and the Q is for queen.
Yeah.
So, and so I tell them that the Q, when you look in the mirror, you are a queen, and young
Mhm.
men, you are kings. So
Yeah.
I try to, do that. Just try to give them affirmations, try to make sure that they, positive outlook on themselves.
Right. That's really good. Mhm.
Yeah, that is
Mhm.
awesome
Yeah.
because Because today's the kids do not have that type of respect because they don't respect
Right.
themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
But it starts at home too.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, yes.
so
Yeah.
at least they can take a piece of what I said home.
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
And please and thank you. I'm gonna give you a really big one. My granddaughter told me she didn't have to say thank you because I was her grandmother.
Oh
And
wow.
so you sometimes you have to begin teaching them why we say those things. And this book seems to do that be-
Thank you.
because kids don't really they're not being taught that.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
no. Right. And another one is the N is for name. And the reason I put that one in there is because just think about if a child goes to Walmart and they get lost and you ask them, what is your grandmama name? And they say, grandmama. What is your mama name? And you say,
Right.
mother. I want them to know, hey, go home and find out the name of everyone in your house.
Mm-hmm.
Find out everybody's name, not only your name. What's your address? What's your
Right.
phone number? Because you'll be amazed that, they don't know.
No, because we're so used to making sure. I remember my aunt used to say, "Put a handle on my name," and so sometimes we put that handle on and we don't get to learn their actual names.
Right.
And so that is really good. I love how you have a background for each and every one of these.
I try because this is like I said, these are the words that I grew up with. And I
Mhm.
just wanted to make sure that this new generation know these words because if not, it's going to be lost.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you were working on the book, did you had a vision since you weren't an illustrator, you had a vision that you could give to the illustrator to who helped you do that. Is that how it worked out?
Yeah, so right, I had a vision and I would like send her like 5, 6 pictures and say, I want it like this, but a little twist of this, but a little bit like that.
Mhm.
Because when you can't draw, you can't, just try to tell them what you want. So I took about 2, 3 pictures to explain what I, really wanted. And like I said, Sophisticated Press did an awesome job of trying to, get what I wanted out there.
Right. Yeah. I love it. I mean, because there's a cohesiveness between, the images. And so I really saw that and it was really good. Um, Anything else you want to tell us about the book or what you're working on next?
Well, what I'm working on next, like I said, was the taking it from English to Spanish, and probably a few other. I want to do some journals because I need something for the parents, and I
Mhm.
want to do something for the next age group.
Okay.
And so probably just putting words to the explaining Africa and Black
Mhm.
and, all those things. So
Mhm.
those are my plans. So I'll have something before the end of the year, a few things before the end of the
Mhm.
year.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about a parent's guide of how to use it best?
Hmm. So maybe that.
You
Everybody give me ideas and I write them down because
Uh-huh.
I said, hey, take this and do, because
Yeah.
the D is for dream and those were
Yes.
occupations. And she's like, take that D is for dream and do, occupations. And I was like, okay, let me write that down. So
Yeah. Yeah, well, this has been so great having you here.
thank you.
Like I said, I did pick up the book, and I encourage others to do the same thing. And I encourage you to. I think you've laid the foundation for some great stuff. So I love to see what you do next. And we want to thank you so much for being a part of the podcast today. Any last thoughts?
Well, again, I would like to thank you for allowing me to be a part of this podcast. This is my first one. I hope I did well, but I pray it's
You
not.
did excellent. You did
Great.
excellent. You did great.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
I'm glad to have you. We're going to invite you back again for your next
Thank
book.
Hmm.
you. I appreciate it. So I just want everybody to know you can go to my website again. It's www.DelenaKing, and that's DelenaKing.com to get the African American ABC book. Oh my gosh. And I also have the African American ABC coloring book. So the book
Awesome.
accompanies
Hmm.
the coloring book accompanies the book. So that is what I would like for everyone to do. And if not, you can also, if because a lot of people say they don't have kids, that's fine. But guess what? I go to a lot of schools, so you can sponsor a book, and
Right.
I give it to a child or to the library so that they can have it, and I sign it, sponsored by whomever. So you can do that as well.
And it's one of those books you can
Oh,
hand
wonderful.
down generationally. My granddaughter's 14, but I always buy them and have them available for her to give to her children.
That's good.
Yeah. So,
Right.
well, thank you so very much for having you.
Thank
Glad to have you
yes,
today.
Well, thank you.
yes, and thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
And thank you to Raylene, my new co-host for the Now on Knowledge is Power Podcast Live. And Delena, good luck with your success on your
Thank
book.
you.
And we'll see you again, everybody. Thank you so much. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please hit the link, the red link button, and subscribe to our
Thank
channel.
you.
Thank you very much. God bless, and we'll see you the next Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.